Hi, my name is Robert Jeffrey II, and I'm a comic book writer based out of Atlanta, and some of my credits include Route 3, Mind to Avenge, Retcon, and I am a graduate of the 2017 DC Writers Workshop, and I got a chance to write a story featuring John Stewart, the awesomest Green Lantern, or the most awesomest Green Lantern. Primarily just seeing the image, first and foremost, seeing the image of a black heroine kicking butt in a futuristic outfit and just saving the day was what initially drew me into the world of Kamikaze. And once I dug a little bit deeper, read the webcomic, picked up the trades, and got a little bit more background into the character, I just love the idea of the fact that there was this woman or girl of African American descent, kicking butt on a sci-fi cyberpunk landscape. And the world of Kamikaze has so much in the way of political intrigue, little touches of espionage, action adventure, and just over the top sci-fi, which I love as a fan of sci-fi. So all of those are things that pull me into Markeisha's story. We're living in a time where content is king. You can see it in the numerous projects that are being picked up by Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Shudder, and with this, I would say, the explosion of quality content, the opportunity to have a variety of more inclusive and different stories that have never been seen on the screen, we're getting those opportunities to see those. And I feel that the world of Kamikaze and just other stories like this in general should have that chance to shine. And I feel that Kamikaze would be awesome it would be awesome to see that happen. And I think it's very much deserving of getting the small screen treatment or even the big screen treatment. But Kamikaze is I think could fall under the umbrella of other top-notch animated offerings as Batman the Animated Series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Korra, where it balances that action adventure for children, but also the complex storytelling that older audiences have come to love. Well, first of all, being able to have an opportunity to contribute to it is pretty awesome. But one of the things that I love about a world like Kamikaze is that there are so many opportunities for different stories to be told. So within the core webcomic, you don't necessarily get to see everything that's happening within this environment, and rightly so, there's only so much story that you can tell. So the anthology at least opens it up for different writers and artists and creators of all ilks to come in and just kind of put their little stamp or touch on this wide expansive universe that Kamikaze has built. And as a fan and as a writer, as a creator, to have that opportunity is a huge blessing. And I'm just happy that I'm going to get it. I'm going to have that chance to do so. Anything within my story, Son of a Jackal, any scene that takes place between Orson and Jack is going to be huge to me. I feel that some of the strongest comic book stories or prose or movie films or TV series are built on character. So having a chance to just have scenes that involves these two interacting and growing and building off of each other, or having some type of conflict, are going to be my favorite scenes to write. We'll definitely have the over-the-top sci-fi action as brought to you all by Takia Marie, the awesomely talented Takia Marie, but those quiet moments or just heartfelt moments, not necessarily positive, but I feel that character is key, even in the large over-the-top stories that we all love. To be honest with you, when I started reading Kamikaze as a webcomic and then as a graphic novel, one of the characters that stood out to me the most was Orson. The whole aura of him being like, the kind of the man in black, the guy in the shadows, the master, kind of manipulator, the dude who has his own agenda, was something that was very kind of appealing to me, as a fan and as a writer. But I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into what made this guy tick, what in his background kind of led him to being like this, or has his this whole shadowy figure aura, has it ever come in conflict with him possibly having emotions or some type of feeling or some type of vibe. So that's what stood out to me as far as telling this, wanting to tell a story about Orson. Just giving it a little bit more about his background and seeing if there was more to the man, then once again just being the master manipulator. It's been quite difficult. No, I'm just kidding. It's been pretty awesome. I love working with writers and artists and any creators who have a strong love for the material that they're bringing to audiences, in addition to being professional. Those are two key things: having fun and being professional, and treating the people that work with you like they would like to be treated. So that it's been awesome. I hope that there are more opportunities to do that. But the Kamikaze team is, they're the real deal, in a very positive way. First and foremost, I've been a fan of Kamikaze for a while now, starting with reading the webcomic and the graphic novel, like I mentioned before. When I realized that there were opportunities to contribute to this world in the form of wall tales, the Wall Tale and Tales Anthology, I jumped at the chance. I've been kind of chasing after the Kamikaze team for a little bit now, but to have a chance to contribute to a world that I love, it's the next best thing would be contributing to Star Trek. Star Trek is a huge franchise that I love, and but to be able to do that with Kamikaze is a blessing indeed. And secondly, as a writer, I try to build my portfolio as much as possible. That's the advice that I try to give to other up-and-coming writers, is that you have to have a diverse stable of work to show that you can do this. So that's, I'm just adding to the mix. My biggest hope for this project is, first, that we fund, that the Kickstarter funds. Secondly, that the short is seen and appreciated and shared and loved by a wide assortment of fans. And lastly, that the Kamikaze team can, pitch this idea to, the right, producer, agent, just whoever, a big company that is looking for quality content, which is inclusive and that will, draw a large fan base. But that's what I'm hoping, and I'm hoping to get more opportunities to tell stories in this set in this world, and maybe specifically about Orson. I would love to, just be able to do that, and maybe even be a part of the Kamikaze animated series writing team. That'd be great.